Shalom ve'yom tov. Hi, good day. It's time once again for your Hebrew portion of the Torah Club. We don't have a lot of time to waste today because we have quite a bit of vocabulary to cover. So turn with me in your Jot and Tittle workbook to page 26. I will begin our lesson by reading Leviticus chapter 6, verses 1 and 2. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור, צב את אהרון ואת בניו לאמור, זאת תורת העולה היב. העולה על מוקדה על המזבח, כל הלילה עד הבוקר. ואש המזבח תוקד בו. Okay, that seems like an awful lot of vocabulary for 1 week. But if you'll notice, you hear the name Moshe in the first line, Aharon in the second line, and you hear two other words with which you might be familiar, Laila and Boker, night and morning. One other word that I wish to draw your attention to is found in the third line, Zot Torat Ha'olah. Torat comes from the word Torah, or teachings. In this case, it's referring to the instructions concerning the offering. Zot Torat Ha'olah. This is the instruction of the offering. Let's look for a moment at the related words that have to do with command. Tzav. The first word is tetzaveh. Do you remember this word from a past Torah portion? You will command. We learned it back in Exodus. Tetzaveh. The next new word, mitzvah. I'm sure we're all quite familiar with that. A mitzvah is a good deed, a command. A bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah is a son or daughter of the commandment. A mitzvah is a commander. Now I want you to pay careful attention and notice mitzvah is spelled with Hebrew letters exactly the same way as mitzvah. Mem, tzadi, vav, hey. Eventually, you will be reading your Hebrew without vowel points. Now, I ask you, how would you know the difference between a mitzvah, a commandment, or a mitzvah, a commander? If you said in the context of the sentence, you're absolutely correct. Not only is it important for us to learn the vowel points and the way to say the words, but it's important for us to discern the words surrounding it so that we can tell whether or not the context is talking about a mitzvah, a good commandment, or a mitzvah, the commander. Okay, the next word is a tzivui. That means a command or an order. For example, a mitzvah can give a tzivui. The commander can give a command. And the last word, etzava'ah, is a will or testament. Now you're going to notice that you find the letters tzadi and vav in every one of these words. That's because the tzadi vav is the root for command, and every other word regarding commands builds upon those two letters. This is an important principle in learning Hebrew because as we learn to recognize roots, we can discern words. All right, I'm going to close the portion today by reading once again Leviticus 6, 1 and 2. We haven't had much time, and unfortunately we have to move on, but I'm going to give you a tzivui, an order, that you continue to study this portion and perhaps even speak it or read it out loud to yourself 2 more times during this week. Okay, here we go. Leviticus 6, verses 1 and 2. וידבר אדוני אל משה לאמור. צב את אהרון ואת בניו לאמור. זאת תורת העולה היב. העולה על מוקדה, על המזבח כל הלילה עד הבוקר. ואש המזבח תוקד בו. Well, don't forget your tzavui. I'll speak with you next week. להתראות.